Hey guys, Lisa Callaghy here to show you how to get the PDFs or the PNG files that you took out of Savvas from the dash page that really isn't working properly, and taking them out and putting them into Schoology. So this is the second part of our three-part training. So here I'm going to show you how to take the files that you've uploaded from your desktop to your Google Drive. And I'm going to show you how you can assign them to your students in Schoology using the Kami app, or the Kami extension, I should say. So there are videos under Schoology playlist in the Union City Technology Department YouTube channel on how to get Kami all set up for you guys, for you and your students, downloading or adding the extension to the Chrome browser. So all of that has to be done first. And it's not really that hard, but it has to be done first before you can actually do this part here. So, and also if you're watching this video without watching the one before it on how we actually got these PNG files to our Google Drive, you need to watch that first if you're not at this point. All right, so right now you're looking at a folder that I uploaded from my desktop. And inside this folder are two files that I took a screenshot from the Savvas dash page and it's for third grade Reading Street, one of the stories called Charlie McButton. So these two pages in the workbook, I took a screenshot and now they're here. So now I'm going to show you how to get them into Schoology for your students. So I'm going to come back to my dashboard and I'm going to click on Schoology. And this is a teacher Schoology, my friend, who allows me to mess things up in her account. Actually, I don't mess them up, but sometimes I do. Anyway, so I'm just going to go to homeroom. That's where I do all my tests from, because none of her students are going to her homeroom to look for any materials. So this is where I do all my training stuff. Okay, so when you get to Schoology, you're going to open up the course that you want to attach your workbook pages to. So I'm going to click on Add Assignment once I'm in that course. Okay, so now you need to name your assignment. I'm going to call vocabulary. Okay, so this is Charlie McButton vocabulary workbook page. Okay, I could put in a description, you guys. You can use any parts here like you were taught for anything you want. If you wanted to put a movie in here, insert some content, whatever. But to get the actual workbook page on here for every student, where it's going to make a copy for every student to edit and turn back in, you need to come down to where it says Assign from App. And if you have already installed the Kami extension to your Chrome browser and you're logged into your Chrome browser, you will have this Kami button here. So you're going to click on Kami. Okay, so you're adding assignment from Kami, and Kami actually, now what it's doing is it's going into your Google Drive. And if this is the first time you're doing it, it's going to ask you to log into your Google account and it's going to ask you to allow Kami to access your Google Drive. So you need to go through those steps in order to get to this part. So my stuff is in a folder called Callaghy. Then there's a Readers and Writers folder. Then I have my Charlie McButtons folder. And then here is my Charlie McButtons. And this is the vocabulary. So I'm clicking on that vocabulary PNG, which is a screenshot or a photo file. And then I'm going to click on Select. So now what it's doing is it's grabbing that from my Google Drive. And now you'll see this Charlie McButton vocabulary worksheet is attached, and Cami and Schoology are going to create a copy of this file for each of my students. So every student's going to get their own individual copy that they could edit and submit. Okay. Um, Now we're just going to do the same thing that we've done before. When you're creating assignment, you can do a due date, choosing a category if it's graded or ungraded. Now, because this is just ungraded and there's no categories here, it's because I'm in the teacher's homeroom course and she doesn't have any categories attached to homeroom because she doesn't grade homeroom. Okay. So that's why it's ungraded. But if you are attaching a grade to this, like classwork grade, then you have to make sure that you have classwork as a category for the course in Schoology and in Power Teacher Pro, and choose that category. And then you're choosing always the whole year, syncing to your SIS if this is something that you're grading. If it's not, that doesn't even really matter. Next, I'm going to choose to assign this to one student just for the purposes of this video and my next video, which will show you how students access this. And I'm going to assign it to one of her students that I always assign everything to. And then I'm going to come down here and click on Create. And that's it. So now I have attached a workbook page from Savvas that I had to take a screenshot, and now I attached it to a Schoology assignment using the Cami extension. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's this video. The next video, I'm just gonna quickly log in as the student and show you how your student will access this workbook page and submit it back to you. All right, guys, I hope this helped. Have a great day.